Hey everybody, my name is Derek Christensen, and today I wanted to continue my ever-long and ever-continuing horror story series about estate planning mistakes that people have made. Today I'm going to talk about how a stepmom, stole $5 million from the stepchildren after the husband passed away. But before I dive into those interesting details, I wanted to let you know how to reach out to me. You can email me directly, Derek, D-E-R-E-K, at legionlawpllc.com, or you can find me on my website, www.legionlawpllc.com. So with that, let's dive into this interesting story. This is actually my second client I've ever had in the estate planning world, and it was the 5 children of this man who passed away. These children came to me and they said, hey, our stepmom is taking millions of dollars. Is she allowed to do that? And if not, how could we stop her? So I had to do some investigating. And it turns out that the man decided to create an estate plan on his own. And he was an interesting person, to say the least. He was a business person who was the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He made a lot of money through stock options, through all his work and whatnot. And he also got married a lot. He had 6 different marriages. He had 5 kids with the first wife, and then after that, he had 5 additional marriages. Kudos to him for trying so hard. I personally would have stopped after 2 probably, but he had $50 million to his name after he passed away, which means that all of those wives were taking half of his estate each time, and he had that much money. So, I don't know, kudos to him. He made a lot while he was still alive. But for some weird reason, he decided that he was smarter than other attorneys and, he was smarter than attorneys in general. And he decided, I have made so much money myself, I'm smart enough to figure out an estate plan for myself. So what he did is he went and he got his friend, who was like a really smooth talker, I guess, to draft him up a trust, even though the trust wasn't even validly done, and it wasn't done through, and the friend wasn't an attorney. Like, the friend had no idea what he was doing. I think he downloaded it off the internet. Either way, the trust was completely dumb. It didn't do anything, and it didn't hold any assets that were going to transfer through the trust to the kids. And so the trust said everything is going to go to the kids except for $5 million. $5 million goes to the wife. That was it. And even before he passed away, he knew there was a strange family dynamic. The kids have seen so many wives come and go. So he sat them all down and he said, all right, everybody needs to agree right here, right now, while I'm still alive. We are going to split this up. All of it goes to the kids in equal shares, except for $5 million goes to the wife. Everybody agreed at that. So the wife said that everything's fine. The kids said everything's fine. So everything should be fine, right? But in reality, what happened was that his crummy estate plan did not work. It was invalid. In some areas, it was valid but had no jurisdiction in other areas. And this trust that he put the specific division of everything in wasn't holding any money to split up. And so a lot of the default laws of Texas would apply in this circumstance. And in that circumstance, a lot of times the wife gets a lot of money. And in one particular circumstance was the life insurance benefit. So when the life insurance came to fruition and the payment was rendered for the death of the man, the man never changed the beneficiary designation on the life insurance. So this $5 million policy was in the woman's name, the wife's name, the 6th wife's name, rather than all of the children. And so there's nothing that the life insurance company could do, the attorneys like myself could do, accountants, nobody could change that, because the laws say that beneficiary designations overrule trusts, they overrule wills, everything. So that happened. And that beneficiary designation, by command, by the laws of Texas, had to go to the wife, not the children. And so the children lost out on $5 million at least, let alone way more. So I had to have the distinct displeasure of calling those children and explaining, hey, there's a problem here. You're not going to get that $5 million, and the wife is totally entitled to that, and she's not taking any of our calls because turns out she's making way more than $5 million now, you know? So it's just a tough conversation to have, and there was nothing the children could do. And each one of them still got some money, but certainly not to the extent that they were all hoping, because the father trusted the estate plan with someone who had no idea what they were doing, and they didn't follow up to change all the policies and all the documents and everything right to make sure that the estate plan actually happened. So don't be like this guy, and obviously if you have $50 million, you got bigger problems to worry about, but one of them should be estate planning. And if you have any questions on that, feel free to email me directly, Derek, D-E-R-E-K, at legionlawpllc.com, or you can go to my website, or you can go to our Contact Us page and schedule a free consultation over the phone directly onto my calendar at www.legionlawpllc.com. So thank you so much, and have a great day.